Hello, everybody. This is Bernie Strom, and welcome to my YouTube channel for Field of Dreams Baseball. Today, we finished the month of June. I welcome all those people that may be listening from Field of Dreams who just listened to the hockey draft scheduling, the pool, and I'd like to congratulate Mike Silva for getting the number one pick in the inaugural Hockey Dreams draft for our group. Anyway, congratulations, Mike. I'm sure you're taking the 1972 Boston Bruins, which will make the number two guy really happy because the Canadians will be available. Anyway, enough of my advice. If you listen to me about hockey, then you guys are not real clever because hockey is not my strong suit. Anyway, here we go. As you see on the screen, we have four divisions. Sandlot division led by Beantown, 37 and 38, 3 games ahead of Amazing. Moneyball St. Louis leads 2.5 ahead of Chico's, 3 ahead of Philadelphia, and Lehigh 6.5 games back as we approach the midpoint to this season, which will happen sometime in the month of July. Vegas leads the Natural Division 4 over Hagerstown, 7.5 over Union Stewards and Washington. And the Rain Delay Division, San Francisco with the best record in the league, 9.5 above Crystal Lake, 16 ahead of Edmonton. Let's get down and check who we're going to finish the broadcast off with for the month of June. It is June 28th. Let me just take one peek. I think we probably have the same schedule all the way along. We do. Okay, let's just start and we'll stop at something interesting. Philly at Lancaster. Philly fighting for the money ball. 6-0. They shut out Lancaster. Closed to in 2.5 games. And the Edmonton Hadley Lake, we're going to do that game, but we'll do the second one of the doubleheader. We know that Jeff Hunter's listening. At least he was on Discord, so maybe he'll see his game. He did request winning out in the month of June, so let's see if we can help him. Hadley Lake wins 16-2. I didn't do too good a job for you there, Jeff. Sorry. Manchester at Chico's. 6-5 Chico's. Chico's keeps pace, 2 games behind St. Louis. Bronx at St. Louis. Speaking of St. Louis defeats the Bronx 7-5 and keeps pace in the division. Hagerstown at San Francisco. Hagerstown only 4 back of Vegas. They lose to San Francisco 9-8, however, in 10 innings. Lehigh at Amazing. Well, they keep pace in the money ball. They do 5-2 over Amazing. Crystal Lake needs a win. Keep pace with San Francisco. They get it 10-6 over Washington. Same with the Union Stewards. They need a win, and they defeat Florence as they get the win 5-3. Beantown at Cleveland. Beantown 3-2 winners. Vegas just lost 3 out of 40 Union Stewards. They're looking for a win at home against Carolina, and they get it 8-7. Close call. Glad I didn't play it, but let's play Edmonton at Hadley Lake. Lance Lynn for the Express will face Babe Adams for the Hammers. Lineups are in. Let's go down to the field. I don't know what happened to the national anthem. It wasn't playing. We'll worry about that later. Edmonton leads off with Geringer at second, McGee in left. Ortiz batting third, the DH, Tomei at first, hitting fourth. O'Neill in right field. fifth. Smith in catching, sixth. Jeter at short, seventh. Damon in center, eighth. Ramirez, ninth, and playing third base. In the outfield for Hadley Lake, Ralph Kiner, Snyder, and Frank Robinson. Hall of Fame outfield. McGraw, Tulowitzki, Castillo, Delgado in the infield. Hartnett catching. Adams pitching. Geringer stepping in, and here we go. Snyder puts it away for the out. Sherry McGee. Three balls, two strikes. Here's the pitch by Adams. Another fly to center. Snyder puts that one away for the out. David Ortiz, 21 home runs on the season. And that could be, and it is an out, though. Robinson catches it. The ball was hit harder than it looked. It didn't go too deep. We head to the bottom of the first. Edmonton, nothing. Hammers coming to bat. McGraw, Keeler, Snyder for Hadley Lake lead off. Kiner, Delgado, Tulowitzki, 4, 5, and 6. And Robinson, 7. Hartnett, 8. Castillo, 9th. And Adams, of course, pitching. McGee, Damon, O'Neill in the outfield. Ramirez, Jeter, Geringer, and Tomei in the infield. Smith catching. Lynn pitching. McGraw steps in. And he flies out to McGee for the out. One down. Keeler hits it on the ground to Ramirez. 2 away. Duke Snyder walks. Ralph Kiner been passed around a little bit here in his second season in the league. He hits it to short. Jeter across to Tomei, gets him. Top of the second, no score. Tomei. First strikeout for Adams. Paul O'Neill up. Second strikeout for Adams, followed by Smith. Will Smith base? No, ground ball to Tulowitzki. I thought that was going over his head, but it was a ground ball as I misread the screen. 1, 2, 3, go Edmonton. We head to the bottom of the second, no score. Lynn facing Delgado, Tulowitzki, and Robinson. Behind the plate, and Smith has got it for the out. One down. Tulowitzki to left. Into McGee's glove. 2 away. Frank Robinson on the ground to Ramirez. Long throw to Tomei. In order to go Hadley Lake Hammers, we head to the top of the third. There's no score in the game. Adams facing bottom third of the order, Jeter, Damon, and Ramirez. And there's the first hit of the game. Jeter on first. Damon in the right center field. That ball is going all the way to the wall. Damon's got a double. Run's going to score as Jeter pedals his way all the way around the home. It's 1-0 Edmonton. Ramirez up. Pops it up. Castillo's got it in the outfield grass. Damon's got to go back to the bag. 1 away, runner on second for Charlie Geringer. Second time up today. On the ground of Delgado. Takes it him to bag himself. 2 away for Sherry McGee. McGee lines out to Kiner and left. We head to the bottom of the third. Edmonton 1. Hadley Lake 0. Bottom of the third, Hartnett, Castillo, and McGraw to face Lynn. Hartnett on the ground to Geringer, one away. Lance Lynn, 2-5 record on the season, 3.13 ERA. Castillo up. Castillo walks. And he's a moderate chance to steal. McGraw on the ground, and Ramirez is going to throw to second for one, and that's all they're going to get. Two away, McGraw on first for Willie Keeler. There goes McGraw. He is out as Smith guns him down. We head to the fourth, 1-0 Edmonton Express. David Ortiz played for the Vegas team at one time. Goes down on strikes. Strikeout number 3 for Adams. Tomei, 0 for 1. Grounds it up the middle. Castillo backhands it over to first for the out. And Paul O'Neill. Line drive. Great play by Tulowitzki. 1-2-3. Goes the Express. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Still 1-0. Edmonton. Pitching duel here. 2 hits in the game. Both of them belong to Edmonton. The pitch to Keeler. He was up when the runner was thrown out. Base hit in the right field. There goes the no-hitter. Lynn checks Keeler at first, delivers to Snyder. That ball's on the ground. Geringer flips to second for one, over to first. A double play, and there's 2 down, nobody on for Ralph Kiner, who walks. Kiner not having the greatest of seasons in year number 2, 9 home runs, batting .193. Delgado up, runner on first. Line drive, base hit in the right field. Poor play by Geringer. Kiner's going to go to third. Delgado on first. 2 away runners on first and third now for Hadley Lake as Lynn has to bear down and face Troy Tulowitzki, who today is 0 for 1. And O'Neill puts that away to end the inning. We head to the fifth, 1-0 Edmonton. Will Smith, Jeter, and Damon facing Adams. Base hit in the left field. Smith on first. Derek Jeter, 1 for 1 today. 3-11 on the season. He bunts. He's going to be safe. They're not going to get him. I'm assuming that's a bunt. Yep, he squares the bunt. Runners on first and second. Nobody out. Johnny Damon, one of my favorite players from the 2004 Red Sox, later went to the Yankees. On the ground to McGraw. 1 play. It's the first, and they're going to get Damon by a step. Runners advance. Works just like a sacrifice. Jose Ramirez, 0 for 1. That one is deep. That one is gone. That one's out of here. Jose Ramirez, 3-run home run. Traveled 373 feet. Home run number 8. 4-0 Edmonton. I hope you're happy, Jeff. You're getting a win. So far, anyway. Geringer up. Adams still on the mound. Hits it on the ground to Castillo for the out, 2 away. And Sherry McGee. Deep in the right field. Robinson has it at the fence, however. We halfway home. Edmonton leads 4-0. Bottom of the fifth. You know, the national anthem didn't play. I wonder if Take Me Out to the Ball Game is going to play. We'll find out here in a minute. Lynn facing Frank Robinson, Hartnett, and Castillo. Frank Robinson to left. McGee makes the out. Fly ball deep to center field, and Damon can only watch as Hartnett's going to round the bases for his 7th home run of the season. It's now 3-1. Luis Castillo, line drive. Great play by Damon in center field. Great play number 7. McGraw leading off. No, excuse me, 2 outs. McGraw here in the bottom of the 5th. He walks. McGraw is a threat to steal. Keeler is up, a threat to get a hit. McGraw is safe even on the pitch out. That's how fast he is. Hit by Keeler will be another run. Line drive, base hit, right on cue. Scoring is McGraw. That is dead ball baseball at its finest. Keeler on first, another threat to steal for Duke Snyder. Snyder to left. McGee's got it to end the inning. Now we head to the top of the 6th, 4-2 Edmonton. Ortiz, Tomei, and O'Neill facing Adams. Both starting pitches still in there. Ortiz up the middle. Tulowitzki to first for the out. Tomei strikeout victim number 4. Paul O'Neill hits it on the ground. Right back to the mound. Adams boots the ball, however. There's an error. And O'Neill will stand at first. A threat to steal. Most likely he'll go to pitch to Smith. And he strikes him out, number 5. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Lynn will face Kiner, Delgado, and Tulowitzki. Kiner hitting a lowly 193. Strikeout number 1 for Lynn as Kiner goes down. Average drops to 192. Delgado up the middle, backhanded by Geringer over to Tomei for the out. And Tulowitzki, who's 0 for 2 today, will hit it on the ground to Ramirez. And they get him by a half a step. We head to the top of the 7th, 4-2 Edmonton. Aaron Reed checks in. Nice to see you, Aaron. Jeter's 2 for 2. Tulowitzki, great play, 1 down. Johnny Damon, 1 for 2. Snyder's got it. 2 away. Ramirez homered his last time up. This time hits the ball on the ground to first. Delgado takes it to the bag himself. And we have Take Me Out to the Ball Game. We head to the bottom of the 7th, 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors, 2 left on for Edmonton. Hadley Lake, 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error, 4 left on for the Hammers. Robinson, Hartnett, and Castillo facing Lynn. Both starting pitches still in there. McGee gets it at the wall. Frank Robinson is out. Cliff Polite In the pitch for Edmonton. Damon backing up, puts it away for the out. 2 down for Castillo. Another fly to center, though. This time Damon's comes in and gets it. Quick 1-2-3 inning. We head to the 8th. 4-2. Top of the 8th, we'll see the top of Edmonton's order, Geringer, McGee, and Ortiz to face Adams. Number 6 for Adams. McGee on the ground and McGraw. Easy for me to say. Over to Delgado for the out. Ortiz up. Headed towards the stands. Line drive. Frank Robinson comes in. Is he going to get it? He's not going to get it. He catches it on a short hop. Ortiz on first. Raises Ortiz average back to 251. Tome, dangerous hitter up, hitting 266 with 20 home runs. He's 0 for 3 today. And he's strikeout victim number 7. For Adams, we go to the bottom of the 8th, where McGraw, top of the order, Keeler and Snyder will face Polite. McGraw walks. Last time he walked, he stole second and scored on a Keeler single. McGraw takes the lead. Keeler pops it up. It's into the stands behind home plate. 2 balls, 1 strike, nobody out. Runner on first. Here's Polite's pitch. Deep in the left field. But it curves foul. Or off the bat of a left-handed Keeler, it slices foul. Polite delivers. Ball gets away from Smith. Nothing happens. Keeler goes down swinging. 1 away, runner remains at first. Polite to first. McGraw gets back. Snyder up, hits a base hit in the right field. McGraw's going to hold, not want to taking any chances with down by 2 runs here in the 8th inning. Polite turns red. Will the computer allow him to pitch to Kiner? They will. Fly ball deep in the left field. McGee's got it at the fence. McGraw's going to tag up and go to third. This game almost took a turn, but McGraw makes the play. It's a web gem. Bob Howery coming in to pitch. Ground ball to Tome. Takes it to the bag to end the inning. No score, but he scores for Hadley Lake. We head to the top of the 9th. Still 4-2 Edmonton. Adams continues on the mound for Hadley Lake. O'Neill, Smith, and Jeter up. Castillo over the second base bag to first for the out. Smith deep into left field. Kiner, however, makes a great play and robs him of a double. Jeter, number 8 for Adams. We go to the bottom of the 9th, 4-2 Edmonton. Howery's still on the mound. Tulowitzki, Robinson, and Hartnett. It's all up to them to tie this game. They're down by 2. And Troy Percival, the closer's coming in. Tulowitzki strikes out. Percival's got a 6.46 ERA, 2 wins, a loss, 15 innings, 15 hits, has allowed 3 home runs, struck out 23 guys. It's the home run ball that seems to be hurting him so far. Maybe he will turn it around. My guess is he will. Frank Robinson up. McGee has got it for the out. Hadley Lake down to their last out. Gabby Hartnett homered his last time up. Percival strikes him out. Game is over. Edmonton wins 4-2. We head to the box score. For Edmonton, 2 hits for Jeter, 6 hits in all. For Hadley Lake, 2 hits for Keeler, 5 hits for all. Pitching-wise, Hadley Lake, the losing pitcher, Adams, 4-13, pitched a complete game, 9 hits, 9 innings, as I put my tongue back in my mouth. 9 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, all earned, struck out 8, walked nobody. Most people would say that's a good game, and it was. Lynn is now the winner. He's 3-5. He's pitched 6 1/3, 4 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned. Struck out 1, walked 4. Polite came in, got a hold. Howery got a hold. And Percival came in to get his 9th save with a perfect 9th inning. Okay, let's move on. That takes care of the 28th, correct? We got everything on the 28th. The 29th, we'll have Edmonton and Hadley Lake in a rematch. 4-0 Edmonton. Matheson over Wildman. There's your 2 wins, 2 out of 3 for you. Jeff, Union Stewards looking to climb up the division, 2-1 winners. Union Stewards now a game over 500 for the first time this year, 7 games back. Still 12 in the loss column. Beantown over Cleveland. Cleveland defeats them 6-0. Beantown's lead down to 3.5. Carolina at Vegas. Vegas 12-1 winners. Scherzer over Schmidt. Hagerstown at San Francisco. Hagerstown wins 7-5, keep pace with Vegas. Manchester at Chico's. 2-1 Chico's. They are now 2 games behind St. Louis. The Bronx at St. Louis, speaking of the league leader, division leader, and they win 6-4. Kovaleski over Apier. Lehigh trying to keep pace at Amazing. Amazing upsets him, however, 9-3. Lehigh drops to 7.5 back as we approach July 1st. Crystal Lake at Washington, both teams needing a win. Washington wins 17-9, keeps pace, 8.5 back in the natural division. Crystal Lake goes to 9.5 back. We go to the 30th. Who are we going to play on the 30th? Well, let's see. The best looking game here on the 30th. Well, I know Clue's around. Let's play the Bronx at St. Louis. Do they play a doubleheader or one game? One game. That's where we'll do. There's a doubleheader, though, on tap for Florence and the Union Stewards. In the first game, Union Stewards wins 6-5. Union Stewards climbs to 2 over 500 as that division tightens up a little bit. Let's play the Bronx at St. Louis. I am going to do the computer lineups, go to the field, and I'm going to take a 2-minute break and be back. We'll start the game. Clayton Kershaw for the Bombers. He'll be facing Carlos Rondon for the Hawks. Lineups are in. Clayton Kershaw 7-5 with a 3.67 ERA, facing Carlos Rondon, who's 11-2 with a 2.18 ERA. The Hawks are at home here at League Park. I'm going to take a 2-minute break to refresh my coffee. I will be back, and the game will get started. I'm back. That was more like 4 minutes than 2 minutes, but my coffee's refreshed. I see we've only lost one person. So let's, for the Bronx, Chance will lead off as DH, Paskert at center, second, Medwick in batting third and left, Judge in a right field fourth, Gordon at second base fifth, Boudreau at short sixth, Rizzo at first seventh, Caminiti at third eighth, O'Farrell catching and ninth, Kershaw doing the pitching for the Bronx. For the Hawks, Jackson, Edmonds, and Clemente in the outfield. Roland, Peralta, Collins, and Pujols in the infield. Dickey catching, Rodon pitching. For you, those of you who might be listening, not members of Field of Dreams, the Bronx Bombers last year were the Horned Owls, a team that was named Horned Owls because they were the natural predator for the Hawks. And we know how David likes to beat Clue. It didn't work. So he changed his name to the Bronx Bombers. That's not a real story. I just made that up, but it sounded good. Here we go. Rodon pitching to Chance as he steps into the batter's box. Clemente's got it. One away. Paskert. That one is deep. That one's in the stands. That one's over the stands into the field behind the left field bleachers. And the Bronx Bombers lead 1-0. That ball traveled 402 feet off of Rodon. Medwick to Roland. Pujols has got it for the out. 2 away. Aaron Judge. And he hits it to Roland at third. And the inning is over. We head to the bottom of the first. The Bronx won. The Hawks coming to bat. Okay, here we go. Batting order for St. Louis. Collins, Pujols, Sisler, the DH. Dickey, Clemente, Peralta hitting sixth at short. Jackson, Roland, Edmonds in center field hitting ninth. In the outfield, Medwick, Paskert, and Judge. Infield has Caminiti, Boudreau, Gordon, and Rizzo. Catching O'Farrell, pitching Kershaw, stepping into the batter's box is Collins. Bottom of the inning is underway. Collins on the ground. Caminiti gets him by a couple of steps. That looks like a stream of hot air blowing that ball down to third base. Line drive, base hit in the right field. Pujols rounds first, goes back to the bag. Sisler up. Line drive, left center field. Cut off by Paskert. Pujols holds at second. Runners in first and second, one out. Bill Dickey steps into the left-handed batter's box. It's a long drive deep in the right field, and that one's into the trees for home run number 11. And just like that, the Hawks take a 3-1 lead over the Bronx. Left-handed batter, left-handed pitcher, but didn't work out that time. Roberto Clemente steps in. Line drive, Judge is going to pick it up on the hop, but that's not before Roberto Clemente makes it the second for his 15th double of the season. Fourth hit of the inning off of Kershaw, and he is getting racked. Peralta walks. Kershaw has thrown 20 pitches in this inning, 4 hits and a walk. Joe Jackson. Throw down to first. He is back safe. Jackson to Gordon for the out. 2 away. Scott Rowland. Rowland hits it up the middle. There's a web gem. Rizzo's got it for the out. Boudreau, great play number 26. That will be on the ESPN Sports Center tonight, listed as a web gem. Gordon, Boudreau, and Rizzo to face Rondon, and now the Bronx trailing 3-1, looking to catch up. Gordon walks. Boudreau is Rodon's first strikeout victim. There goes Gordon. He steals the base, number 3. He's at second base. Rizzo's still up. No ball, 1 strike count. Line drive to center field. Edmonds has got it. Gordon has to retreat back to second. 2 away, runner in scoring position for Ken Caminiti, who flies to center field. Edmonds coming in, puts it away for the out. We head to the bottom of the second, 3-1, St. Louis. Kershaw going to face Edmonds, then the top of the order, Collins and Pujols. David hoping that Kershaw finds the plate and does a little better than he did the first inning. Gordon to Rizzo, 1 down. This time the ball finds its way into center field for Collins, base hit. Runner on first, likely to attempt to steal. Pujols up. There he goes. He's safe. Stolen base number 24. Kershaw delivers. Pujols pops it up. Caminiti has it for the out. 2 down, runner on second. And George Sisler. Sisler batting .380. Has been above .400 most of the season. And he pops it up. This time Paskert gets it in center field for the out. We head to the third, 3-1 Hawks. Has there been a pick in the hockey draft yet? Just curious. We need a photo for O'Farrell here. Let's see if we have one. Does not look like there was one there. Let's see if it's misspelled. Yep, got to look at his first name. That would be up here. Bob, sorry. It may be why I don't have a picture. We're getting closer. We do not have an O'Farrell. Let me look one other spot. I know this is boring, but I love pictures. If I have one, I want to use it. It does not look like I have one. We'll have to get one. Rondon pitchers. That one's going to be gone. No, Jackson makes a great catch at the track for the out. One down. That one looked gone on a trajectory. I was not usually wrong when I see those trajectories, but I was then. Frank Chance bunts, and he's out. Paskert homered his last time out. Rondon doesn't want any part of him. He walks him. Medwick. There goes Paskert. Caught stealing for the out. Ends the inning. We head to the bottom of the third. Bronx trailing the Hawks 3-1. Kershaw to face Dickey, Clemente, and Peralta. Dickey homered for the 3 runs for the Hawks. And Medwick puts that one away deep in the left field. Clemente is going to single in the right. Peralta on the ground to Boudreau. Second for one. Back to first. Inning-ending double play. Top of the fourth we go. Medwick, Judge, and Gordon to face Rondon. Strikeout number 2 for Rondon, that is. Judge. Jackson has it. On the ground of Peralta. Easy 1-2-3 inning. We head to the Hawks half of the fourth. 3-1. St. Louis. Joe Jackson facing Kershaw, followed by Rowland and Edmonds. Paskett puts it away for the out. Rowland on the ground to Caminetti. Long throw. Gets away from Rizzo. It's error number 11 on Caminetti. Rowland remains at first, however. 1 out, 1 on for Edmonds. Bounding ball to Rizzo. Boudreau for 1. Back to Rizzo. 3-6-3 double play. And both teams end the fourth with double plays. We head to the fifth. 3-1 Hawks. Boudreau, Rizzo, and Caminetti facing Rondon. Boudreau singles. Rizzo singles. He doubles. He triples. That looked like it needs a little fixing in the chalkboard. Triple number 2 for Rizzo. But David will take it. It is now 3-2. Runner on third. Nobody out. Rondon delivers to Caminetti. He's going to pop it up in foul territory. Rowland drifting over towards the stands. Puts it away. It's a web gem. Number 18 for Scott Rowland. 1 down, tying run at third. O'Farrell without a photo steps in. And he walks. Frank Chance tried to get on bunting last time, was thrown out. This time he strikes out. 2 down. Tying run remains at third. Runners on first and third for Paskett, who homered his first time up. He hits it on the ground to Pujols, flips it to Rondon, covering. Rizzo doesn't get to score. Bronx do not get to tie. We halfway home. It is the Hawks 3, Bronx 2. Top of the order, Collins, Pujols, and Sisler to face Kershaw. Judge has got it for the out. Kershaw has settled down since the first inning. Line drive to Boudreau, 2 outs. Sisler deep, but Medwick has it at the fence. We go to the top of the 6th, 3-2, St. Louis. Rondon has allowed 2 runs today, 1 in the first, 1 in the 5th. Medrick up. Pop up. Pujols drifting into foul territory makes the play. Rondon to face Judge. Roland backhands it. That's two great plays in a row for the Bronx defense. No, excuse me, for the St. Louis defense. By the way, St. Louis leads the league in great plays, for those of you who don't know. Their fielding percentage is dead last, but their great plays is dead first. Fly to left. Jackson watches it hit the wall. Gordon's going to round first, end up at second with a double. Throw goes into third. Tying run on second base. 2 outs for Boudreau. Boudreau, base hit into center field. This game is tied up. 3-3. Hawks took a 3-0 lead on a home run in the first inning. And the Bronx have been pecking away. 1 run in the first, 1 run in the fifth, and now 1 in the sixth. Rizzo steps in. Boudreau on first. Ground ball to Collins. Rizzo's thrown out. Inning is over. We head to the bottom of the sixth, tied at 3. Dickey, Clemente, and Peralta facing Kershaw. Believe it or not, strikeout number 1 for Kershaw. There's a line drive. Caminetti makes a great play. Number 4 on the season, and Peralta takes that one in the right center field. Paskett takes it on the hop. It's a base hit. Paskett at first. Joe Jackson up. Fly ball to left. Medwick got it. Inning over. We head to the 7th, tied at 3. Caminetti, O'Farrell, and Chance will be facing Al Reyes, who's coming in to pitch. Grounded to Roland. 1 out. O'Farrell is going to be pinch hit for by Reggie Jackson, who grounds to first. Pujols going to take it to the bag himself. And Frank Chance. Reyes delivers, ball hit back to the mound. Throw to first, footy out. Headed to the bottom of the 7th, 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors. 4 left on base for the Hawks. 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. 4 left on base for the Bombers. Bottom of the 7th, Roland, Edmonds, and Collins to face Kershaw, who's started the game and is still in. Roland walks. Edmonds batting 9th. Hits it on the ground to Gordon. It's past Gordon into right field. Base hit. Edmonds at first. Roland at second. Roland representing the go-ahead run here in the 7th inning. Eddie Collins. He bunts. That ball is going to be taken by Kershaw. Throws to Gordon covering the bag. Rowland and Edmonds move up a base. They're both in scoring position for Albert Pujols. Jonathan Loiga, I don't know how to pronounce it, but he's pitching. Foul ball. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Pujols strikes out. Runners remain at second and third. George Sisler, arguably the best hitter, not only on the Hawks, but in the league this season. And Sisler goes down swinging. Well, the Bronx had a challenge, and they met it. It is all tied at 3 going to the 8th. Al Reyes still on the mound. Paskert, Medwick, and Judge. Reyes is going to be replaced by Jose Ruiz. Paskert walks. Medwick. Line drive. Rowland's got it. Aaron Judge picked off of first base. There you go. Paskert, leaning the wrong way, is picked off. Ruiz pitching to Judge. Judge deep to left. Joe Jackson's got it at the track. Head to the bottom of the 8th. Still tied at 3. Here we go. Loiga, I guess is how you pronounce it, still on the mound. Will he be replaced? Dickey, who had a 3-run homer, stands in. And he's got a single to left. Go-ahead run on first. Clemente, does Clemente bunt? No, Dickey's wild pitch. Dickey goes to second without the Hawks having to give up an out. Clemente, 291 hitter with 10 home runs. Strikes out. Peralta up. Fly to center field. Paskert's got it. Dickey's going to hold. 2 out. Go ahead run on second for Joe Jackson, who's going to face Nestor Cortez. Jackson to right field. Judge backing up. It's off the wall. Dickey scores the go-ahead run. Jackson trots into second, standing up with a double, his 22nd in the year. And Cortez gives up a double. Left-handed pitcher gives up a double to the left-handed hitter Jackson. 4-3 now in the bottom of the 8th, and Rowland is up. Pops it up behind home plate for the out. We head to the 9th, 4-3 Hawks. Let's see if Ruiz is going to pitch. No, Arthur Rhodes will pitch to Gordon, Boudreaux, and Rizzo. Slow roller to short. Peralta's going to boot it. Nothing like a 9th inning action PC game. This shit always happens. Nothing goes smoothly, I found, in the 9th inning. Error number 18, tying run on first. Boudreaux up. Fly to left. Jackson's got it for the out. 1 down. Gordon remains at first. Rizzo, we're going to have Delahunty, who just was acquired this month, facing Rhodes, and he strikes him out. 2 down. Tying run on first. Caminetti facing Rhodes. Ground ball to Rowland. Across the diamond, he is out, and the ball game is over. Hawks win 4-3. There you go. Maybe you should have stayed the Horned Owls, David. For the Bronx, Boudreau went 2 for 4, only hitting star on that side of the aisle. Collins and the St. Louis team, 2 hits for Dickey, 2 hits for Komet. Dickey hit that 3-run home run in the first inning, put St. Louis ahead. Pitching-wise, Kershaw goes 6 1/3, 8 hits, 3 runs, all earned. Struck out only 1, unusual, walked 2. Sega is the losing pitcher, 5 4. He pitched an inning and a third, only gave up 1 hit. That was that double. No, he didn't give up the double. Gave up 1 hit. That was the run that scored. The double was given up by Cortez, who pitched a third of an inning. But the loss went to the previous relief pitcher. Rondon pitched 6 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned. 3 strikeouts, 3 walks, didn't get a decision. Ruiz gets the decision. He's now 5-2. Al Reyes, Ruiz, and Rhodes all pitched perfect innings of relief. Okay, there's the box score. Let's get back to the final day of play of June in our Field of Dreams baseball. Hagerstown at San Francisco. Hagerstown defeats San Francisco for the second game in a row, keeping pace with Vegas in the Natural Division. Lehigh at Amazing. Who's going to gain ground? It isn't going to be Lehigh. They're shut out by Amazing 4-0. Edmonton at Hadley Lake. Edmonton's won a couple of games, and they win this one 7-1. Feller is the winner. Beantown at Cleveland. Beantown needs this game to reach 500, and they get it 5-3. Philly at Lancaster. Philadelphia 4 games back. They lose to Lancaster, upset by the Lancaster team 6-4. Philly now 4.5 games back. Carolina first game at a doubleheader at Vegas. They beat Vegas 5-2. Glavin loses the game. He goes 8-9 for the season. Florence at Union Stewards. Will they pick up a game? No, because Florence upsets the Union Stewards. Vegas game number 2. They come back and win the nightcap 6-4. Dibble over Pennock. DiMaggio home run number 19. Crystal Lake and Washington both needing a win. Crystal Lake gets it 8-5. Manchester Chicos. Both of those teams need a win. Manchester wins 3-0. Climb to 8 games behind Beantown in the Sandlot Division. Chicos drops to 3.5 back as St. Louis widens their lead. And the last game of June is the second game of a doubleheader, Crystal Lake at Washington. Crystal Lake wins 20-10. That sounds like a football game. Crystal Lake now closes to within 8 games of San Francisco, who's lost a couple of games recently. Washington has fallen to 38-41. There you go. There's the month of June. As the standings refresh, let's review them before we head out and call it a broadcast. Sandlot Division, Beantown 39, 500. 3 games ahead of Amazing. 8 games ahead of Manchester as we head to the dog days of summer, the month of July. Moneyball, St. Louis widens their lead a tiny bit, 52-25. Nothing wrong with their .675 winning percentage. Chicos, Philadelphia, and Lehigh all follow. Vegas playing 6-11 ball, 44-28. 4.5 games ahead of Hagerstown, 7.5 ahead of Union Stewards, 9.5 ahead of Washington. But more importantly, 7 games in the loss column to Hagerstown and 12 games in the loss column to the Union Stewards. And the rain delay division, San Francisco's playing .675 ball, now tied with St. Louis for the best winning percentage in the league. They're 54-26. Crystal Lake's picked up a couple of games. They're now 43-31 in the battle for the rain delay division. Edmonton picked up a game and a half. However, they're still 39-40. Best hitting team in the league, Union Stewards, St. Louis, and Vegas, the three. Runs scored 5.9 for San Francisco and Washington. Union Stewards 5.8, St. Louis 5.6, Vegas 5.5. Team ERA, Chico still leads the league in team ERA. You're going to notice that the other league, and I keep forgetting which one it is, but the league that St. Louis and Beantown are in, these teams are all from that league. Chico, St. Louis, Manchester, Lehigh, Amazing, Philadelphia. The top 6 pitching teams in the league, all from that side. San Francisco, number 1 on our side, Vegas, number 2, and that corresponds to the 2 league leaders in our league. And this fielding percentage thing doesn't really make much of a difference. The one thing I wanted to show you here is if you go to fielding, the metric I always use is the difference between great and poor plays. St. Louis, 105 more great plays than poor plays, followed by Philadelphia, who has 81. And that's the big difference there. Anyway, just wanted to show you that. Quickly, let's look at some leaders, and then I'll let you guys go. You can start your Tuesdays. Batting leader, 377, Sisler. Musial, 359. Hit a second. Collins, 356. Third, home runs. Babe Ruth, drafted by Jamie this season. Washington, 39 home runs. Hornsby with the Union Stewards, 37 home runs. Williams, Fox, and Gehrig, all big names, round out the top 5. Hornsby leads in RBIs. Cobb, stolen bases. ERA, DeGrom, 154. Suarez, for Amazing, 198. Burns, Rodona, and Koufax round out the top 5. Nichols and Johnson leading with 18 wins. Saves go to Klaus, 17. Strikeouts, Johnson, 215. And the manager of the year is Newt so far. Cy Young so far is Walter Johnson. MVP is Lou Gehrig. I want to thank Aaron Reed for checking in, and whoever the other 4 or 5 people that came by to watch were. Thank you very much. Enjoyed broadcasting the month of June. Remember, July is up next. That's the last month of trading. Trading deadline ends at the end of next week with the completion of July. It is Tuesday, so you have till Thursday at noon to complete any trades. We start July on Friday. I don't know if there's been any picks in the hockey draft. I don't think there's been any times put up yet. But if there are, I'll find out right after I get off this broadcast. Hope everybody has a wonderful Tuesday.